This is Kelly in the garden. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm really excited. I came home from work and my Breck's bulbs for the spring have come, and I'm really excited to open up that box, take a look at the bulbs, and we'll do a review and see what kind of condition the bulbs arrived in. Is there any mold, any damage to the bulbs? We'll just take a look at that inside the box and go through each of the different types that I got. If the rain stays away a while, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to reseed some Alyssum. I do this once every couple of years because I find that the Alyssum reverts back to white if it's a colored type of Alyssum, but I do like the color in there too. So I'm trying a new one. This is Outside Pride, and this is the Mountain Gold. So I'm going to try that one. And I have, there's 5,000 seeds in each packet. I got 2 packets. And then I also have the Royal Carpet, which is a purple. And that's going to be pretty. And I've had this before. It does really well in my garden. So I probably won't put all of these seeds out, but as you can see, it's 60,000 seeds. So I don't think I'm going to use all of them today, but I'll put some out. And if I need to reseed later, I will. But that's pretty exciting to me. I love the Alyssum in my garden. Oh my gosh, I feel the rain coming. I might have waited too late. The rain's coming. We'll see if we can get this in. Let's go. Take you on a little field trip here through the garden. Oh yeah, this isn't going to work well. I'm going to have to improvise here. Let me go get my bulbs. A little bit of rain's coming through, but I think I'll be able to get this video done. I've got the bulbs. I just need to get a prop for it, but give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Nothing like improvising, right? Let's get to it. We're going to dig in and see what type of shape the bulbs are in. Grecian windflowers. I like these. These I ordered last year, and they came up. They're really low to the ground, low to the soil line, and I really liked them a lot. Really pretty, vibrant colors. And if I can find some footage from last year, I'll show you. But these are really pretty. These are Grecian windflowers. And I'm looking through. And they look like they're in good shape. They're all dry. There's no mold, no wetness, so that's good. Then I have 5 bulbs of the Woodstock hyacinth. I don't really want to unwrap these. I want to keep them where they're at, but I'm looking through the bags really good to see if there's any mold or mildew or any damage to the bulbs. And these all look really, really good. So no problem there. Some blue grape hyacinths, the super sack. Super sack. So I'm looking. There's quite a few in here, and you get some little tiny baby ones too. They're probably dropping out on the ground because there's holes in here for ventilation. Yep. So be careful when you open these. These little babies want to drop out of the holes. But I'm just looking around gently, and I am not seeing any type of a mildew or any damage to the bulbs. They all look like they're in really good shape. Asiatic lilies. I love these beautiful plants. The foliage is really beautiful on these plants, and even when the flowers, the blooms have faded, the foliage still stays good and looks good for a long time. So love Asiatic lilies. They're beautiful. This one I'm not going to be able to see without taking. So I'm going to take a look in here because these are packed. So bulbs look good. No problem with those. So far, so good. No mold or mildew. And this one looks like it can be divided. See there? Let's dig down on the bottom. See the very bottom of condition. Oh, no, they look great. So no problem with those either. So I'm happy camper so far. Okay, what else do we have? Some Biantinus gladiolas. And those I can tell are very dry. Yeah, no problem with these whatsoever. They look very good. Good shape. These are alliums. I love alliums. Alliums are wonderful. And I get the drumstick alliums. I just find for my garden here in Zone 9B, Central Coast, California, they perform the best. They last the longest and perform the best in my garden. And I like the looks of them. And the foliage on alliums is not pretty and sometimes hard to hide that foliage. So with these, much easier to hide the foliage when it turns that limp yellow. So alliums are these drumstick alliums are one of my favorite in the garden. And they have a nice, kind of unique shape too. So good shape. They're all in really good shape. And double pack. I've got 2 packs of them. Okay, this is the big guy. 2 months of spring carnival. I can't say carnival. 2 months of spring carnival tulips. It's a mixture. So these are sun to part shade. Part shade is going to be hard for me. So I just need to look through and see how they look. See if I can get this open. So just looking through the clear bag, which is good. I'm glad that they put them in clear bags so you can see. Because if you need to send any back, you don't want to have to open them and send them back open. So this one's a little bit harder to see through, but I'm just looking through and I'm not seeing any type of mold or mildew. And you have to be careful. I have gotten bulbs before from different companies that do have mold on them. And you don't want to be starting off on the wrong foot with your flowers. Okay, here we have one that has some mold on it. You see right there? Right along there. There's some mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one out of the bag because it looks like it's just that one. And separate it so that it doesn't get all cruddy on the other one. So I'm going to do that right now. And I'll show you what I mean. See if I can find it. So here we go. You see that? That's mold. And I really don't want to be planting any kind of bulbs that have mold growing on them from the get-go because I want everything to have a great chance. And I've only got so much room in my bed, so I want to make sure the healthiest bulbs go in. But this one does have a little breakaway here. I can break this off. Let's see. Possibly be able to plant. So I'll take a look at that better in the house and see if there's any way I can remove that mold and stop that and do some research on that. So, but I'm just looking through the bag and that's the only one so far that I see that has any mold on it. See, these are all good. And, you know, it probably wouldn't be that big of an issue if I had a lot of beds and the room for all the bulbs in the beds. Even if they were moldy, I might take a chance. But I don't have as much room in my beds. As you can see, I have a lot of different kinds of bulbs to plant. So I just need to be aware. I might take that moldy one and stick it in a nursery pot by itself. And just want to go through my bags and just make sure that everything looks good. And I think we're in good shape here. These all look really healthy, really dry. So these look good. So we're good on this. So I'm going to put this one back in the bag to store these. Keep them all together. This one that has the mold on it, I'm going to set aside. I'll probably put it in a cheap nursery pot because I've got plenty laying around. Who doesn't, right? And just see what it does. Okay, what do we have? This is the big one. My daffodil bulb haul. These are naturalizing mixture. Great thing for us here. We really have a lot of gophers in our area, and I'm not exaggerating. It's a huge thing. In fact, I have my garden club meet, and that's, you know, always a topic that comes up. And anytime you talk to a local gardener is how do you deal with gophers? We all go through that. I do use gopher scram when I can remember to apply it. And I do use protective liners in the ground to help protect some plants. But the great thing about daffodils, gophers won't eat them. They might kind of move them around, but they won't eat the bulbs because they're poisonous to them. So yay, daffodils. The #1 bulb to plant here, I'm telling you. So I've got tons of them. My plan is to put some along the hillside, some in the garden up here, and just, you know, put them all over the place. They're so bright, so cheery when they come up, and I just love daffodils. I am a fan of daffodils. So that's all the bulbs, and I think we're doing a pretty good job. When I ordered so many bulbs from Breck's and only one of them came that had any kind of mold on it, that's a pretty good ratio there, because I had tons of bulbs that I ordered in this box. So good job, Breck's. You're doing a good job keeping things ventilated and aired out and packed really well. And I'm really excited. This weekend I'm going to start getting some bulbs planted. The first I'll be planting are the daffodils and getting those in the ground. So I might video that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I do have a video project to do this weekend. I was asked if I would do one for a fundraiser. So I'm going to be doing a video on that. So I'm not sure if I'll get another video filmed on doing the daffodil digging and loading those daffodils in the ground. But if I do, I'll obviously post a video. But I want to get out there. I want to spread some of this alyssum seed. So I might just point that camera right over there while I'm doing it, and you can take a look. And I'm just going to put it in little pockets in the garden. I'll start with the royal carpet and get out there and put some of that in. This is the perfect time to be planting alyssum seeds. And really, there's no planting to it. You just spread it where you want it. You just put it in, sprinkle it around. It will seep into the ground. You don't have to pat it. You don't have to anything. It will come up. So you just kind of want to put it where you're wanting little pockets of alyssum in different areas. And I want to make sure that I get both sides of the walkway. I still have tons left. This is so much fun. I love sprinkling this alyssum seed. And this is the best time to do it. If it's raining, get out there, sprinkle some seed. Perfect time for it, especially with alyssum and seeds that don't really need to get deep into the soil. These don't have to be planted. You sprinkle them around. You can plant them if you want. You can pat them in, but it's not going to make a difference. They're going to come up. So I just want to sprinkle this alyssum in different places, close to my paths. And it's always nice to have that low-growing, semi-low-growing alyssum next to your garden paths and your walkways. And then if you need to thin it out, cut it back, you certainly can. That's the wonderful thing about alyssum. It's really easy. Do this once every couple of years, buy fresh seed. Otherwise, for the next few years, I'll just take what I have and gather the seed that I have and sprinkle it around. And it does the job fine. But I like to bring that sharp color back. And so one way of doing that is getting fresh seed, because it converts to more like the white alyssum. And so, which is fine, except I would want more color than the white alyssum in the garden. And that's just a personal choice. If you like the white and it complements the plants that you have, then by all means, choose the white alyssum. But I like the purple. I think it's really pretty. Such thing as going overboard with alyssum. Now for the yellow. The soil must be 64 to 70 degrees. The soil type, well drained. pH 6.0 to 6.5. My garden loves alyssum seeds. I never have a problem with it taking here. Light requirements, full sun to part shade, true. Although if you have it in part shade, it won't flower as much. It will get a little more leggy. That's my opinion. Planting depth, lightly cover with peat moss, not necessary. Not in my garden. Moisture, keep moist until germination. Well, perfect time to plant. And then average germination time, only 7 to 21 days. And I find it closer to the about 14, so somewhere in the middle. But now we're going to put out some of the mountain gold. And I'm excited about the yellow. I've never had the gold kind before. So it's a little bit bigger. Definitely bigger than the other Alyssum. Show you. It's definitely bigger. So this you might actually want to tamp into the ground. So what I'll do is just take it, put some out, and just kind of stamp it in. This is the effect that I'd like to get with this. I'd like it to where I have little patches of each color. Eventually, they're probably going to all revert back to white, but that's okay. For a time, we'll get some Alyssum in patches, which will be a lot of fun. Big Alyssum fan here. I love it. Once was all purple is now reverting back to the white, and it does that. That's what I noticed. I'm not going to put any Alyssum in the spiral area. There's already some growing, as you can see. So we'll leave that. And hey guys, thanks for watching the unboxing and the spreading of the Alyssum seed. And it's raining, so I'm going to go in. I'm excited about the rain too, because this is going to make that Alyssum really grow. Whew. I got it in, but it's really coming down now.